Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here today. As I stated in my video earlier this week, I did some really fun gifts for people at convention for my two teammates that went with me, Dreamia and Katina. So I'm back today to show you what else I gave them and what else I made. And this is another one of the gifts. And I made it Christmas, like a Christmas in July gift. And I just thought that that was super fun. And it's really cute. So I'm going to show you what's inside after I make the other one. So let me show you how the other one's going to come out. And there will be directions on how to make this in a PDF on my blog. So if you go to my blog, you're going to be able to download the PDF for free and print the directions. So that will help you out. Okay, so the first thing I have here is I needed to make a box that would fit 2 stamp sets. So I gave each of them both of these stamp sets. So I needed a box that was going to be deep enough to fit both of these, wide enough and tall enough. So what I did is I basically just took some scratch paper and figured it all out first. And now I'm here to show you the finished product, right? So you need 2 pieces of cardstock cut at 8 1/4 by 10 1/4. And then you're going to use a scoring tool, whichever kind of scoring tool you'd like, and score at 1 1/4 on all 4 sides. So you're scoring at 1 1/4 inch on each side. And you're going to do that on both. However, this sheet is my bottom sheet, and I pushed it all the way up against the wall of the Simply Scored, so it fit nice and tight. I don't want to do the same thing on this one. I want to make this my lid, so in order to do that, I need to nudge my piece of paper out just a little bit. So my rule of thumb is if I can fit my scoring tool head, the skinny end, in between the wall and the paper, then I know I've moved it out far enough. So I'm going to do that and score again at 1 1/4 on each side, but I'm pushing it all the way to the wall, scooching it out just a smidge, and scoring. I know a smidge is a super technical term there, but I bet you all know what I mean. So these were really fun gifts to give because as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you always love getting free product. And so I was super excited to give them free product. Okay. So now the next step is going to be to fold on all 4 score lines. And I'm going to use my paper snips to trim in on 2 ends. So if you notice, I'm trimming in on the opposite end. Just one edge, and I'm just trimming into this score line. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to get out my new tear tape, and we're going to use tear tape for this. And the deal is that you literally can just tear it, which I think is fantabulous. It really does save you a lot of time. Fast fuse is popular among a lot of demonstrators. It is not my favorite because I just have trouble with it. I guess I'm just inept when it comes to fast fuse, but I just have trouble with it. So it's not on my top of the list. And I will say, I have had boxes and stuff that I've made come apart when I use that. So I really have to stick with something that is like a Mondo adhesive when I'm making boxes, because there is nothing worse than putting a box together or a party favor or something that you've made to give to somebody, and especially if it's holding something, like if you're putting something in it, There is absolutely nothing worse than doing that and then have it start pulling apart on you. Oh my gosh, it literally makes me crazy. Makes me want to see red. Or it does make me see red, I should say. Okay, so I'm just gonna... I got a great tip from a YouTube follower saying when I had excess tape to just fold it back onto itself. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So thank you for that tip. Okay. So there's the bottom of my box. And I can just take my 2 stamp sets. These are in the regular annual catalog. Stampin' Up! Added Christmas back to the annual catalog, which I think is fantastic. So this is the Lots of Joy stamp set and the Santa's Gift stamp set. So I'm just going to stick those in there. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not, because this is the lid. So this is how I remember that something is the lid, is I put a decoration on it. Because there's nothing worse than getting all the way through your project and realizing that you have used the wrong thing. So this is the paper that is also in the annual catalog, the Christmas paper, and the name of it is escaping me, so I'll put it in the video and on my blog. And this is cut at, let's see what this layer is cut at. 5.5 by 7.5 is what this layer is cut at. So it will fit nicely into the middle of the box. Okay, so now I'm going to put together the base piece of the box, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I finished assembling the bottom part of my box, so I'm just going to stick these in. And just for a little tip, you could make this box to actually fit DVDs or Blu-rays. So if you wanted to give as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift some DVDs or Blu-ray discs, because usually now Blu-ray and DVDs come in the same box. So if you wanted to give those as a gift for Christmas, you could fit 2 of them in one of these cute boxes, and you would have a homemade gift, wrapping gift that you've given them. So that's a really cute idea. And I love that this box doesn't quite go all the way down to the bottom. So you have a little bit of a lip down here, and it's just really, really cute, and it fits perfect. So again, like I said, make sure you go over to my blog if you want all the directions and the printable PDF on how to make this box. I also am going to make a really cute tag to go with it. I've already pre-cut this tag out using Chalk Talk framelits and just added a little strip of this striped paper. I went ahead and punched a tree out of our tree punch, and I think it's called, I think it's just Tree Punch. I don't know. I'll have to look. And so I punched that out, and I'm just going to put dimensionals on here to add it to my tag. But before I finish it, I am going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm using the Lots of Joy stamp set, and I will say to you that if you need to get Christmas cards started like I do really early, it's a great stamp set to pick up and use because it uses punch here, there's a punch here, and a lot of these will fit in our punches. So it's wonderful if you need to make a bunch of quick cards. Okay, so I'm going to use the sentiment wishing you lots and lots of joy. And what I've done, I don't know if you can see this, but I've used tape to tape off everything except the word joy because I really want to just stamp that word. And I'm using my StazOn opaque cotton white stamp pad, and I'm going to ink that up really, really liberally. I want lots of ink on there because I do not want to risk stamping this down and having it not stamp. That would be horrible. And sometimes that happens with StazOn for me. So I'm going to peel away this tape, and I am going to go ahead and stamp that word joy down here in the corner. Perfect! That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm glad that came out good. Now I'm just peeling away the backing on my dimensionals. I'm going to add this beautiful tree. And then I've got the gorgeous silver satin ribbon. It's 5/8 inch wide, I think, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to use it to wrap around this way once. So I'm going around the front of the box first. I'm going to crisscross in the back. You want to make sure that your ribbon pieces are about the same length. So I'm crisscrossing in the back. I'm coming back around the front. And I'm going to tie a bow. Okay, so I can tell you I'm not going to like where this bow is going to be. So I'm going to start again. And instead of going that direction, I'm going to go this direction first. And I'm going to kind of go off to the side. So I'm going around the back, and then I'm making sure that my ribbon's pretty even on each side. I'm crisscrossing over. And I'm kind of doing it near the top. Then I'll flip the box back over. And voila, now I've got it where I want it. And now I'll tie my bow, hopefully with ease. I'm on camera, and whenever I try to tie a bow on camera, I usually have lots of problems. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how easy that went. Okay, must be the fabulous ribbon I'm working with. That's it, right guys? Okay. So I'm just kind of manipulating the ribbon to get it how I want it and fussing with it just a little bit. This is my mother coming out in me. She has a thing about bows being just right. Alright, and so I'm going to use my awesome craft scissors from Stampin' Up! To just trim my ribbon. And then I'm going to go in underneath this bow. And I'm adding my tag. I'm wrapping my tag around the knot, the bow part. There. It's perfect. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I feel like anybody would be lucky to receive a gift wrapped this pretty. So if you need any of these supplies, make sure that you purchase them in my online store. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is your first time watching. Make sure you do that. And you can get free tutorials from me by signing up over on my blog at the very top of the screen. Just put in your name and email address and you'll receive free tutorials from me. Also, don't forget, it's your last chance in the next couple weeks here to sign up for the Stamp Lovers Club. So please take the opportunity to sign up for that, because I know that you're going to have fun with that. All the details are on my blog at the link at the top that says Stamp Lovers Club. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.